but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Watson. Campbell making the catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 49ers' 39-yard line.
They run with Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Jonathan
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here's the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He is good.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. from the shotgun. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, Watson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, he scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington has taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Good. Makes this Washington 14, 49ers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 45-yard line.
San Francisco.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again here, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will throw again. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down at the...
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson off play action, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this...
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chill's right, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Just keep going. It's all right.
And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, 49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And it's up and good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Leaders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't. Touchdown, Washington! Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The give to Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Markello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll fire this deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes this Washington 42. 49ers 28. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
At the 23-yard line.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check, check. Lucky. To the pass. What's in the line? Alert.
Here's Watson. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10, right at the 40. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
At the 21-yard line.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man is Duvernay. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 49ers' 6-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Let's go, defense. Alert. Let's go, defense.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Dante Fowler providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
54's Mike. Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Point is good.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamal Williams, 78 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it, and you know they always...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
That keeps this Washington 59, 49ers 40.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.